These are very common to find in the lightning structure. Big, oozing liquid pitch pockets. Kind of depends on how old it is. If it's been several years, then that will harden. If it's relatively recent, then it just runs down over everything. Until you get a hot day. Then it all runs a hot day. Natively to cut. The tree has also been struck by lightning.
Lightning struck.
You can see the path the lightning took all the way down. And what it does is it cooks the cambrian layer between the bark and the wood, and that of course makes oil, which blasts it off the tree almost explosive. There's a tremendous amount of iron in our soil here, so tree strikes are very common. So this is lightning strike damage in the wild. You see the stripe all the way up the tree to the point where the bolt first came in. Usually it's 4 or 5 feet down from the top, and you see it just peels the bark off, and it's that steam blows it off. What I found most fascinating, this tree's had a few years now, but when it was first done, it continues out the roots. And so when it was first done, the soil was actually laid open on either side. As far as what it does to the wood, not a whole lot. If you drop them right away, there's no change whatsoever. If you let them get old like this, they tend to ooze a lot of pitch. So this one's been lightning struck. Let's see. That one in the center screen down there has been lightning struck. And just the far side of the pasture, you can't really see it. There's this pasture, a wall of trees, smaller pasture, wall of trees. And those trees in a cluster, probably 20 trees, they've been hammered collectively maybe 40 times. Just pop, 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 pop. We're kind of lucky we don't get fires, really. But lightning strike, that's what we're sawing on the mill right now. Is a lightning strike tree. And then there's my kiddo in the army trailer. This is that copse of trees I was mentioning before, and already right in front of us. That one's been lightning struck all the way up to the top. It's this knoll right here. I don't know if you can see it. That one back there. So you can see this big one just in frame right here. Well, that one lightning struck. When we did my shed, there's mistletoe climbing a tree. You see it strangling it right there? That's what real mistletoe looks like. It's all budding out right there. So I'll have to kick that loose at the bottom or it'll kill it. When we did my lean-to shed there, let's see, right there, lightning struck. We went in here and we got all the timber came off this one little knoll, and they were all lightning struck trees. There's a pretty old lightning strike there. I asked a biologist if the trees are pulling up minerals, and he says they really shouldn't be, not much to speak of anyways. Lightning strike. That's a lightning struck pine. that's pretty rare. It's overwhelmingly, there's, let's see in the camera right there, lightning struck right there. You can just see the side of that one. I'll come around. It's overwhelmingly these old firs. It leaves the larches, for the most part, the pine there. And there we got tag team. So you can see that each of those have been nailed. You can see it up there. Possibly it jumped from one to the other on the way down. And there's the lightning strike right there. So there's just something about this knoll, which is interesting because this is all glacial till deposited in the last ice age, and it shouldn't really be any different than anywhere else. Clearly there's the hillside. We're not the highest part. There shouldn't be much of anything in my mind. That might be old lightning strike because it goes all the way up. So that'd be a lightning struck pine. Killed it. Shouldn't be anything in my mind. And this is a very typical lightning strike pattern. And it's curling around and up. And unfortunately it's another one that's healed. But you can see it. You see it snaking up to the top. A lot of times they curl, spiral, if you will, around the trees. Tell you what, if it gets thundery, you don't hang out in this end of the pasture. That is for dang sure. What are you doing, goofball? Okay then.